Isaiah chapter 42 verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
You see, that's us. Because why? We went through the apartheid, we went through the slavery, we went through the colonization. What happened to us during apartheid? We were given a pass law. You could not be in Waterkloof after a certain time. You couldn't be in Sandton after a certain time. Do you understand? Even if by the time you came for work in Sandton, the white police during apartheid will require that dumb pass. You understand? That's us. We are the ones that are robbed and spoiled. You understand? We don't own the same farmlands that we work on. We do not own the same buildings that we built, we constructed. We do not own the same industries that we built, the same dams that we laid down the cement on. We did not own anything. Do you understand? Because we broke the laws of God. So we are that robbed, we are that spoiled. Do you understand? Read.
They are all of them snared in holes.
You see, snared in holes. What is that making reference to? We go to the prisons in South Africa today. Which race of people predominantly lead the the inmate system within the prisons? It's blacks and colors in South Africa. I've never seen a prison filled with white people in South Africa. I've never seen a prison filled with Arabs in South Africa. I've never seen a prison filled with Asians in South Africa, with East Indians in South Africa, but it's blacks and colors in South Africa. We are the ones that overflow the prison system. Whether it's through selling drugs, whether it's through gangsterism, whether it's through prostitution, human trafficking, we are the ones that fill those prison houses. Why? Because we broke the laws of God. God said, thou shalt not steal. No, we said, no, God, I want to steal. And then what did God say? Okay, you want to steal? All right, give me Amos 3 and verse 2. Give me Amos 3 and verse 2. Let's see what happened when we decided to go against thou shalt not steal. Let's see what God did to us as his people, as blacks and colors in South Africa. Let's see what God did to us, right? As the real Israelites, as the real Jews, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Read that, Amos 3 and verse 2.
Amos chapter 3 verse 2.
Bring it out.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So you see, you so-called blacks and colors in South Africa, God has only known you.
That's
You
right.
understand that? Read on.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Do you know what iniquities means? Sin. Do you understand that? God is punishing blacks and colors because of sin. What is that sin making reference to? Stealing, sleeping around. Do you understand? Prostituting our sisters, selling drugs to our own young brothers and sisters. God is the one that is punishing us. A perfect example. If any black or colored person in South Africa commits a crime right now, ask yourself, why is it that the police come so quickly to arrest our people? Because God is the one that sent them. God is dealing with us. Do you understand? We cannot now be at fault. No, the police are doing their job, but we are the ones that are not right. We think that it's an injustice. God says thou shalt not steal. How is that hard?
Right.
How is that hard? God says thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit adultery. How is that hard? When mob justice happens, whereby in a black community where the whole community kills that one young black brother that was, sticking up the whole community, committing all manners of wickedness, crime, theft, pickpocketing. When the community puts him to death, now we feel, no, that community is unjust. God is the one that put the spirit on the community to put him to death. Because why? God is dealing with us as his people. Do you understand? We are a spiritual people. We are the greatest people that have ever lived in this earth. Our history as blacks and colors in South Africa comes from royalty. Do you understand? Our history does not start with us running around wearing fig trees or fig leaves, you understand, chasing wild animals. That our history does not start like that. Do you understand? If not, that's white history, because white people come from caves, right? If you guys have ever seen the cartoon series, The Flintstones, that was basically showing the history of white people, that they lived in caves. You understand? While we, black people, we ruled the earth. Alright? Read what you got.
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you. Oh,
Right, read the book.
the book of Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
So hear this Bible, you so-called blacks and coloreds in South Africa. God is talking to you. Alright, read.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Because why? Once upon a time, our ancestors, right, were in Egypt, and they were brought out of Egypt. Do you understand? Read on.
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
See that? God has only known us as blacks and coloreds in South Africa. Out of all the races that are on this planet Earth. Do you understand? He has only known us. Why? Because God chose us. You understand? God gave us the Bible. God gave us His laws, statutes, and commandments. The same Lobola that is pregnant in South Africa, it came from the Bible. God gave us that. The same circumcision, going to the mountains. God is the one that gave us that. That's in the Bible. Do you understand? You look at all the Nguni languages in South Africa, right? All of them have words that can be traced back to what? The original Hebrew. Do you understand? We are God's people. It's not that difficult, alright? Read what you got.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 2. By swearing and lying.
Yeah, read verse 1.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear the word of the Lord, you children of Israel.
You blacks and coloreds in South Africa, you guys are the real children of Israel. Do you understand? It's not white people. It's not Middle Easterners. It's you. You understand? Because you broke God's commandments. You are the ones that were put on slave ships and shipped throughout the four corners of the earth. In Europe, in America, in Australasia, throughout the four corners of the earth. Right? Read on.
For the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
God has a problem with us. He has a controversy. He has an issue with us as His people. Why?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
My familia is the 12.
Because there is no truth.
There is no truth in the black communities. Do you understand? There is no truth. Do you understand? The only thing that you can see if you come in a black community is single parent households where the black woman is raising the black children by herself. The black man is not present in the house. Secondly, there's teenage pregnancy at a high rate within the black community amongst teenage black girls who are still in high school, some even still in elementary school. And thirdly, there is drugs being peddled in black communities at an exponential rate. Do you understand? And thirdly, what's going on? Gangsterism. Do you understand? Some of our sons cannot even walk outside before a gang approaches them and asks them, hey, give us 2 rand, or give us 5 rand. That's our communities. That's what you find in our communities. I've never been to a white community and I see these things. I've never been to Arab communities and I see these things. I only see these things whenever I'm in black and colored communities. This should let us know we are God's people. Alright? Read on.
No mercy, no knowledge.
You see, we are not merciful to one another in our communities, you understand? Any small issue as God's people, right? We were put through slavery and colonization and apartheid hit us. What do? We want to kill one another. We want to deal with one another then and there. We don't want to sit down as family and talk it out. Because that's what God says in the Bible for us to do. If we have a fault against, we don't want to do that. We want to bear the grudge until it burns us, then we want to resort to means of violence. All we see is blood. All we see is red. We want to make sure that that brother of ours who looks like us feels what we are feeling. And that's sad. How is it that every other race knows how to talk things out when they have issues? But in our own communities, what do? We want to kill one another, right? We want to go and pay hitmen to kill them. Do you understand? Why do we do that to one another? Do you understand? Why do we do that to one another? Is this the type of things that people like Steve Biko, Chris Honey fought for? For us to come amongst one another and be killing one another. So basically, when we are doing that, we are undoing everything that they were working so hard for to lay down. But today, in this 2024, we are bringing the Bible to tell you this is our solution. Do you understand? Read on.
No knowledge of God in the land. By swearing.
By swearing, right? We cuss one another out. We don't even know how to talk to one another anymore in a sensible, right, manner within the black community. Within the black community, you go, you just see people that are just foul of speech, vulgar of language, and we justify it. No, it's the way I am. But you'll never see Arabs talking to one another like that. You'll never see white people talking to one another like that. Showing us what? There is no such thing as Ubuntu in our communities. Right. We should stop using Ubuntu within our communities because it's not present. In fact, Ubuntu died the day we were made free, or the day we were allowed to walk in center, or the day we were allowed to walk in white neighborhoods. That's the day Ubuntu died. Do you understand? In our communities, right? Read on.
And lying.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And